Good evening to all our wonderful viewers all over the world, and welcome to Face to Face, the program where we frontally discuss political and social issues in Nigeria. The weekly program is brought to you by GCSDN and runs every Wednesday, 6 p.m. Nigerian time, anchored by my humble self, Prince Ewumade Konkons. Today, we're going to be discussing about the presidency, zoning, and all that. Should the people of the Southeast produce the next president of Nigeria? I'm going to be joined in the studio by two of my special guests. But before then, I'm going to give you a summary of what is at stake. The people of the Southeast of Nigeria have been marginalized since 1966. That was the last time an Igbo man from the Southeast was the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Ever since, no Igbo man has attained that office of the presidency in Nigeria. Part of the negative effect has created a group known as IPOB, a group that is advocating for the secession from Nigeria, known as Biafra. I'm going to bring in my panelists. We have our brothers here. We have Mazi Kola Edokpai, a human rights activist from Edo State. And we also have our brother, Nusa, all the way from United States. You are welcome to the show.
Thank you so much.
My brother, Nusa. Kola, Mazi, Edokpai, you are welcome to the show today.
Good evening, sir. Good evening, sir.
Thank you. I know it's late in your end now. I can see everywhere is dark. So how's the situation in Nigeria?
The situation of Nigeria. Well, it is okay. It is okay. It is okay. We are very, very optimistic that our country, Nigeria, will be rescued from the state of economic quagmire to the state of economic resurgence. We are very, very optimistic. We are used to darkness. We are used to the poverty, the abject penury in Nigeria. So we just really believe that God will salvage the situation, because those that are piloting the affairs of the country have failed us woefully in the discharge of their constitutional responsibility or trying to deliver the dividends of democracy to the commoners like us.
No problem. We'll get to that in a minute. Let's go straight to the program. We're just about 30 minutes program. I know because it's late right now. My brother, Nusa, should the Igbo be given the opportunity to rule Nigeria come 2023? And if your answer is yes, please could you tell our audience why do you think they deserve to rule Nigeria from 2023?
Thank you so much for having me and giving me this opportunity to make my own little contributions. That's an excellent question that should bother any Nigerian. I believe that every section of the country has the right to produce a president for the Federal Republic of Nigeria. And it's the fact that for too long, the Igbos have not had this opportunity. But however, I don't subscribe to the idea of saying, well, it is the turn of this group or the turn of that group to produce the presidency for the country. But given that the Igbos have not had this opportunity, I would not oppose the idea. But generally speaking, what I want Nigerians to focus on is what is the character, what character or attribute the next president should possess. So when we look at this character, do we find the character and attributes in somebody from the eastern part of the country? Or do we find it in any of the current contestants from other sections of the country? So we look at it on the basis of those attributes, then we can make the right decisions. And some of those attributes I would say will be person of high integrity, person that values accountability, somebody that believes in selfless service in the cause of others, servicing the interests of others above personal interests, and of course, somebody with a bold vision and a willingness to take tough decisions.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for that, my brother. You know, it's quite sad that since 1966, no Igbo man has ever been president of Nigeria. The only last chance they had between 1979 to 1983, that was Alex Ekweme, was the vice president of Nigeria under Alhaji Shehu Shagari. Ever since, the only position the Igbo man has ever attained in Nigeria political circle is the Senate president. I think that was the last part. That was the Senate president, the last office an Igbo man has ever held in Nigeria since 1983 after being the vice president. It's quite sad that this issue of sharing formula, I don't personally subscribe to sharing formula. I think anybody who is qualified, who is competent, who is able, who is willing, and has the heart, the mind, and the spirit of of liberating the country from the current crisis should be able to rule Nigeria, irrespective of your tribe, your religion. So I don't personally subscribe to zoning formula that the Nigerian government is currently operating on. I don't subscribe to it. If you are qualified, you should be given the opportunity to govern Nigeria. That is it. It doesn't matter. Just look at United States, for example. Nobody cares where you come from. You can be from the East Coast, from the West Coast. It doesn't matter, from Mississippi, which is the middle of the United States. Nobody bothers about where you come from. If you are good, you ready to work for the people, go for it. So, I mean, anybody can be president, but to be fair to our brothers in the eastern part of Nigeria, I think for now, they should be allowed to rule Nigeria since they've been marginalized for so long. So my brother, Mazi Kola Edokbayi, I'm going to be asking you the next question.
Okay.
Nigeria as a nation is at a crossroad. The people of the southeast of Nigeria are agitating for their own nation. Electing an Igbo president come 2023, do you honestly see this as a way forward for the Igbo people?
Thank you very much, my brother, for inviting me to hear my views or my opinion on the subject matter of today. I am a student of history. I'm a certified historian. But before I answer that question, it is very, very sacrosanct for me to run through the pages of history. You are fully aware that Nigeria attained this country was divided into three on ideological group. There was the then Richard Constitution of 1946, created the platform. Created the platform for the creation of three uneven and unequal region. One, the northern region of the country. The northern region of the country was created so big that they can dominate other two regions. Other two regions are the eastern region of the country and the western region of the country. Before and subsequently, the Midwestern region was created as a result of agitations. That was in 1963. So yes, 1963.
Yeah.
When Nigeria attained independence, October 1st, 1960, we have an Hausa man as the prime minister, the first and the last prime minister of Nigeria presently, Alhaji Sir Tafawa Balewa, who was the head of government. So Nigeria was operating a parliamentary system of government, like the one we have in UK, where you have the head of government, the prime minister, and you have the head of state. Dr. Nnamdi Azikiwe was the then governor general. As of 1960, Nigeria was not free completely, because Nigeria was still recognizing the Queen of England as a head of state. Nnamdi Azikiwe became the governor general of Nigeria. That is the representative of the Queen of England. It was the 1963 Republican Constitution that erased the last trace of colonialism in Nigeria. Nnamdi Azikiwe, as the then governor general, emerged the head of state, while Alhaji Sir Tafawa Balewa remained the head of government, the prime minister. The prime minister. Because of the failure of politicians to rescue Nigeria from the state of economic quagmire in the First Republic, there was military intervention in Nigeria politics. January 15, 1966, a coup that was planned by Major Chukwuma Kaduna Eziogu, another young military man that wanted Nigeria to be a country of abundance. They planned that coup and they succeeded. And the coup, the prime minister, the then prime minister was killed, Alhaji Satafawa Balewa. The Sultan of Sokoto, Sir Ahmadu Bello, the premier of the western region of the country then, Chief S.L. Akitola, they were all killed. And the administration of the country was handed over to an Igbo man, Major General JTU Aguyurunsi after the January 15 coup. Aguyurunsi ruled the country from January 15, 1966 to July. That will be July 29, yes, 1966. January, February, March, April, period of, let's say, six to 7 months. 6 months. Yes. This administration was toppled. He was killed because the Northerners saw a tribal calculation in the first military intervention in Nigeria politics. The man was killed. In 1960, since then, no Igbo man has emerged the president, commander-in-chief of the Federal Republic of 1966. Then in 1966, when there was an issue crop up, time will not permit me to elucidate copiously.
You can just summarize. I'm going to bring you on a day program where you can have your full time to discuss that. Maybe I'll bring you on board. To
the Nigerian Civil War. The Nigerian Civil War was fought from 1967 to 1970. What are the issues? Marginalization. To date, no Igbo man has emerged as the president and commander-in-chief of the Federal Republic of Nigeria as an activist that believes in equitable, that believes in justice, irrespective of where you come from. Let the opportunity be given to the southeastern region of the country to produce president, to avoid unnecessary agitations. We have agitations from the IPOB, regional people of Biafra. Agitations everywhere in the eastern region of the country. They said they have been marginalized. Let the opportunity be given to them to produce presidents. So
Thank you so much. Thank you
so much. Nobody will have that fear. Nobody will feel that they are marginalized in the political scheme of things. That is my humble submission.
Thank you so much. Thank you for that wonderful analysis on the Nigerian history, just reminding us of the past and the way forward as well. In my own opinion, everyone should be treated with the same respect, because it should be accorded with the same respect, irrespective of your tribe or religion or what part of the people you hang out with or people where you worship and all that. We are all, if we are to remain in one nation, indivisible, the Igbo should be given the opportunity to rule Nigeria for the next 4 years. Because the South, the North, the Northern people, they had a turn. The Southern part also, they had a turn, which is Jonathan, the Buhari. Now the Igbo man should be given the opportunity if we're to remain the same country we claim to be. My brother Nusa, Most of those contesting to succeed General Muhammadu Buhari from the southeast of Nigeria have one or two more pending criminal cases with the EFCC. What are your thoughts on this?
Well, thank you very much for the opportunity to respond to this question again. I will briefly say that I'm sure I've shared some of these thoughts with you privately and publicly, that I believe that the issue that faces our country are not being addressed. When you make a wrong diagnosis, you are bound to implement the wrong treatment. If a patient is sick with malaria and you diagnose the patient with headache, then you are not going to cure the problem. Okay, you asked the question that some of the candidates have investigations of financial malfeasance and corruption against them with EFCC. Well, as far as the cases have not been proven in court and they've not been found guilty, they are assumed to be innocent until proven guilty. Therefore, they have the right to contest for the positions they are contesting for and see if they can be elected or nominated by their various political parties to become president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. But I make a recap again. I do not believe, while I recognize the inadequacies in terms of having the Igbos or the eastern part of the country producing the president for Nigeria, but I don't believe that is our issue in Nigeria. Because an Igbo president for Nigeria does not guarantee a resolution of Nigerians' problem. And a southern president does not guarantee a resolution of Nigerians' problem. For instance, the North, Buhari is from the North. He's been president for almost 8 years now. What has he done for the country? What has he done for the North? How has the presidency of General Buhari impacted the average life of a young boy in Kaduna State or in Zaria or in Sokoto? Rather, what we should be focusing on is who is best positioned to move this country forward. What are the essential and critical ingredients that needs to take place in Nigeria to transform the country? In the previous segment we had, I clearly made the case that the problem I see with Nigeria is a cultural problem. That until we resolve these cultural problems, all other things that we are doing will eventually lead to nowhere. It will be a futile exercise. So I'll just rest for a while and allow you to continue.
Yeah, thank you so much, my brother. Yes, I understand very much from our last discussion, our last interview. The issue with Nigeria has to do with cultural problem, our mindset, our way of thinking, and all that. However, the Igbo people should be given the opportunity to rule Nigeria. Like I said, they should be given the fair chance. Nigeria, as we claim today, is one nation with all tribes, 361 different dialects across. We are one people. So the Igbo should be given the opportunity to rule Nigeria come 2023. Or anyone from the eastern part of Nigeria. It could be people from Port Harcourt, they are still part of the Igbo. Somebody from Bayelsa, any part, they are still Igbo, considered to be Igbo. So my brother, caller, the next question is for you. Let me unmute you because I had to mute you a little for a minute. Can you unmute yourself? Mr. Kola, can you unmute yourself, please?
Okay.
Okay, now you're good. Okay. What is your take on the issue of Biafra Nation?
Okay, yes. The issue is that because of the injustice, lack of equal rights and justice, that is why we're having agitations from the eastern region of the country for the declaration of the Republic of Biafra. It is their right. The right to self-determination is guaranteed by international law. Since they said they have been marginalized, they cannot continue to coexist with other regions that they want to go. Let
Let them go. Just like Pharaoh, let my people go. You know, there is an issue. There is a complete historical mistake of 1914. The amalgamation of the northern and the southern protectorate in 1914 was a big mistake.
Well, excuse me.
If the Easterners,
let him finish. I'll give you time to contribute to that.
If the Easterners want to go, to have, so that to feed the dividends of democracy, they are free to go. What is the benefits of being one? What have we benefited? What have the Easterners benefited? Not only the Easterners, we need Nigeria should be divided into, we have the Southern, we have other regions. Nigeria should be divided into different countries so that governance can move close to the people. I support the positive agitations of the indigenous people of Biafra for the declaration of Biafra Republic.
Thank you so much. So you are in support of
the violent aspect of it is what I don't support. The violent aspect of it is what I don't support. The right to self-determination is guaranteed by international law.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for that. My brother Nusa, you can add a voice to that, please.
Yeah, thank you very much for this opportunity. I cannot, in clear conscience, agree with the statement by your distinguished guest here. Why I will agree with him partially, that the amalgamation of the northern and southern protectorate by the British imperialists, who were the conquering power in Nigeria at that time, was wrong historically, and it's unfortunate. But however, we are where we are today now. I strongly believe in a one indivisible Nigeria, a Nigeria that is free, independent, and democratic, where every individual citizen has a right to self-determination and achieve their full aspirations. Having said that, on the issue of the Igbos, I cannot disagree more. The Igbos are the greatest beneficiary of the current structure called Nigeria. You go to every nook and corner in Nigeria, go to every city in Nigeria, every villages, every hamlet, there's an Igbo man operating in that hamlet. There's an Igbo man running a business in any city, any town in Kaduna, in Abuja, in Benin City, in Warri, everywhere across the land. They do so freely, without fear, without violence against them or nothing. They buy lands, they build houses in these communities, and they live freely. These are the benefits that accrue to you as a citizen of that country. I agree that Nigeria has not fulfilled its potentials, but the problem should not be placed at the corners of, the elected officials. In previous engagement with you, I made this position that I believe that the problem of Nigeria is not Nigeria, but Nigerians. That if we need to fix Nigeria, then we must first start by fixing Nigerians. Now, I'll ask this question. The Eastern Nigeria is a landlocked territory. If the Igbos were to allow, or if they were to secede from Nigeria, where would they get access to water? Have they consulted the people of present-day Rivers State to say, do you want to join Biafra or not? Or are they making an assumption that the Rivers and the Jaws will join Biafra Nation? Have they consulted the Edos, the people from the Delta, if they want to join the Igbo land? The Igbos are a minority that should be grateful for what they have in Nigeria. If you have your own country, what would happen to the properties they have in Lagos? What would happen to the properties they have in Benin City? Would they then require a green card to live in Benin? Would they be given those green cards? So those who just throw around numbers and say, Biafra, this and that, they live in Kukana land. This is a delusion that must stop. We must work within the context of what is called Nigeria, identify the real problems that is confronting that nation, which in my humble opinion, is not the political structure of the country, rather the problem of the people of the country, because the leadership of this country comes from among the people of the country. So when we fix our people to begin to adopt ethical conduct, ethical guidelines, integrity, transparency, selfless service, then we fix our nation. Because if you go and have an Igbo republic now, Is it not the same charlatan?
It's the same tip from the
East.
East.
What is the difference? Most governors in Nigeria today get huge amount of budgetary allocations on a monthly basis. What are they doing with it? So instead of beginning to throw labels around and accuse people, let us be introspective. Let us look inside and say, we need personal accountability. Let us have a lifestyle audit of every Nigerian to see who is living above their means. Why is it that a carpenter who is not able to make 100,000 naira a day can afford to rent a bedroom apartment in Lagos and pay 300,000 naira a month or a year, whatever the case is? So please, the Igbos can say, well, they want the presidency. That's a fair argument. But to say they are marginalized in Nigeria or they want to break away, that is hogwash. They are better off living within the context of Nigerian structure today than they will ever be if they have a small republic made up of the 5 eastern states. And we need to be grateful. Thank you.
Thank you so much, my brother. Thank you for that input. For me, I am a strong believer of one Nigeria. I don't believe we should separate Nigeria. I don't believe we should separate Nigeria because we are more stronger as one nation with the largest Black population in the world, with almost about 200-something million. We are much stronger. For example, peradventure, Nigeria is split into 5 places. Nigeria will now become Eritrea, Ethiopia, and those smaller countries. The reason we are respected today in the world is because of the size of our population. Because of our size. That's one of the reasons we are respected today in the world. Anyway, we have almost come to the end of today's segment. I'm going to give each and every one of you the opportunity for your last closing statement. Mr. Cole, I can see your hand is already up. Can you just tell us?
Okay. But I want to say that I still insist and maintain that Nigeria is ripe for disintegration. Not the Easterners, since they said they have the capacity and the capability to metamorphose into a state, internationally state is a country. So be it. It is their international right. But let me say that the issue of marginalization of the Easterners should be sequestered. They should be given the equal opportunity, the equal right, equal justice. If there is equal right and equal justice, I don't think there will be issue of marginalization. There will be issue of agitations everywhere. It is better for the Easterners to go than to be experiencing the issue of no government in the eastern region of the country. What we need at this juncture is peace, equal rights, and justice. Thank you.
Thank you so much. My brother Nusa, you have the floor. Your final statement.
Thank you very much. I'm not opposed to the eastern part of the country producing the presidency for Nigeria, having not had a presidency for almost 40, 50 years. But however, like I said, I don't think that is the solution to Nigeria's problem. Nigeria's problem are fundamentally cultural, and we need to resolve that. We need a cultural transformation or cultural revolution to redefine our ethics, our standards, and what is permissible in our society. Because when we transform our people culturally to have a new value system, to say we don't accept this kind of leadership, we don't accept this kind of behavior from our police officers, then we transform our country. And finally, regarding the Igbos are not marginalized in Nigeria. Nobody is marginalized. The most successful group of people in Nigeria are the Igbos. They are present in every nook and corner of Nigeria, in every city and every town, and they are doing very well in their chosen vocations. They should be grateful that they belong to that country, but if they do choose to leave, it is their right, like the distinguished guest said. But however, they must not include the mirage or the delusion of aligning River State, Cross River State, and Bayelsa State or Delta State into their fictional Biafra. Biafra will be the 5 eastern states, And that country, if it turns to be a country, will die within 5 years in extinction from hunger, from access to resources, because it is a barren land with no resources. And it is better that the people be made aware of this before they are taken on a dry escapade by a delusional individual like Nnamdi Kalu. Thank you.
Thank you so much, my brother. We've come to the end of today's segment of Face to Face. I want to thank both of you for taking out the time to be part of this program for today. And I look forward to having another session with you, my brother, Mazikola Idopai. I'm going to have a special session with you so we can discuss quite a lot about what the happenings in Edo State, especially the issue of the Siana. I had a report yesterday from the area command in Saplero that the governor gave them a Siana as a patrol van. So I'm going to schedule about another program so we can discuss about that, because it's quite unheard of for the police to be using Siana as a patrol van. So we are going to talk about that in our next program. Thank you so much for being part of this program. We have come to the end. This program is going to be broadcast next on the 4th of May. It's going to be on our YouTube and all our channels on the 4th of May. This is a pre-recorded program for today. Thank you and have a wonderful evening. Till next week, remain blessed. Bye-bye.
Thank you so much. It's my pleasure to appear with you, sir. Thank you so much.